Hello, school psychologist, licensed educational psychologist, and others that are doing report writing, using academic testing, psychological testing, or even speech therapists, anyone that uses testing and that needs a HIPAA compliant AI tool to help speed up your report writing and make it better. My name is Suzanne. I'm a licensed educational psychologist, and I'm also the owner of Counseling Fanny Pack of Fun. I make some digital counseling products. And about 2 years ago, I also got into using AI for my report writing so that I could learn a tool and speed up my report writing. So that way I would have more time with my counseling students, students with behaviors, all of those things that I did as a school psychologist. And most importantly, not write reports on my couch in the evenings or on my weekends. It has evolved even in the 2 years that I've been using the product. And I did make a course back maybe about a year ago, and it definitely applies still, but there's been so many updates that a lot of the things that I'm teaching in that course, really, you don't need to do them still. So, and I've learned a lot, and I'm going to be sharing it going forward in videos like this that I'm posting on YouTube, as well as in a new Facebook group that I just created on Facebook. If you're looking for a community, it's public, it's free. Here it is. It's called Bastion GPT for School Psychs, AI Collaborative. But you don't have to be a school psych to join. Just anybody that wants to learn how to use AI as a tool. In the Facebook group, I'm going to share tips and tricks, and others can collaborate and answer questions. And I'm going to be providing updates on when the next workshop is coming up, where I'm going to provide live workshops, because I made a course. You can definitely buy it. It's in my Teacher Pay Teacher store, but it might be a little outdated. So I think that just providing a monthly workshop that's live where you can ask questions and I will do my best to answer them or show you an example is going to be best for everybody, because it keeps making improvements on itself. The technology keeps moving forward. It keeps getting more efficient. So live workshops about once a month, I will post on this Facebook group. In this video, I am going to show you one of my tips, and that is, I'm going to pull it up right now, share my screen, and I will go into how to just let the AI know exactly which student you are working on so that it gets all that information all together cohesively to make that final eligibility determination, or diagnoses, or diagnostic impression. So here we go. Everything's confidential here because it is just first names, but I want you to take a look over on this left-hand column. So as you can see, it's in blue. And one of the best tips I can have for you is you want to keep everything under the same student's name. So when I write a report, if you can see here on the left, I like to just write the first name in bold. Okay, that way when I'm going, because I'm a school psychologist, I write like 10 to 20 reports at a time sometimes. And that way I can just go back, let's say I finish testing, I put in all my WISC results, I'm working on that section, but then a parent returns their rating scales finally for another student. So I may pause what I'm working on and then go to that student's case, put that information in, and then work on their report. And it really doesn't matter what order. Sometimes I get like the parent questionnaire in and I want to get started and put all that background information in for the parent input or the teacher input. And so I'll start that section of the report. I'll put a link in this video at the end to show you, my video on how I make a Google form that I send out to teachers or parents, or even like the student interview. And they fill that out, and then I'm able to copy and paste it right in there, questions and answers to my Bastion GPT, and it creates a summary, a little narrative. I direct it a little bit on what I want it to look like, whether I want it in bullet point or paragraph form. I want it to focus on like behavior or, educational history. I can direct it to break all those parts into different sections, however I want it to look. I can guide it. But the most important part is if I just start out with bolding that name that I'm going to be working on once I start the assessment for that student, then if I come back after lunch or, after 5 days or after 20 days, it's right there for me so that I can get back right where I left off to keep working on that same report. Okay, so that's my first number one tip for getting started on Bastion GPT. Here's that video that I was just mentioning on creating Google Forms for getting back information for your questionnaires. No more paper, guys. Here's the video on that little hack that I also have for getting started on Bastion GPT. And join my Facebook group, and you can come to a live workshop when I post